KALB. This is a First Alert forecast.
Well, it's certainly still warm out there around central Louisiana. A quick temperature check across the board shows that we're still in the mid 80s. That's down from the mid and upper 80s a little bit earlier this afternoon. First Alert satellite radar, though, is showing a little storm here in portions of St. Landry Parish. We'll zoom in on that a little bit closer here. This area that I'm watching in St. Landry Parish is about that 10% chance of rain that we had in the forecast yesterday. Just a small little pop-up storm there moving near the Port Barry area. We'll zoom in on that a little bit more, actually. Dropping some moderate to heavy rainfall, but overall, this will not last very long if you're east of Opelousas or along US 71, moving to the north as you head into portions of Rapides Parish. When it comes to river observations, there's one river here on the list that's in the action stage. That's the Atchafalaya River at Simsport. It is at about 37.6 feet, and again, that puts it in the action stage. So we'll be watching that closely. Also, the Mississippi River in Natchez is pretty close to the major flood stage. It's expected to crest, though, before hitting major flood stage. So still the moderate flood stage there. But down in Baton Rouge, the river is actually at the major flood stage. Here's a live look there right now from our First Alert weather cam over in Baton Rouge. Shifting gears, though, to bird migration, this week is when we see the peak of bird migration here in Louisiana. And on Wednesday night, there's about 350 million birds across the country, but mainly in the area here across the United States that I've shaded in red that are expected to migrate from south to north. And again, a lot of birds will still be migrating as we go through the rest of this week. So you might notice a few more birds in the sky. I've already seen some pictures y'all have shared with me of birds at your feeders, and they look beautiful. Expect those birds to continue moving through the state as we go through the next couple of days. Then as we go into Wednesday, we're going to start the day on a cloudy note, but rain does start to move into the area. A few isolated storms could pop up during the afternoon, similar to like what we're seeing now. So most will stay dry during the day tomorrow, but Wednesday night into early Thursday morning, that's when our next round of scattered to widespread rain moves through. Here's what Futurecast shows, kind of this line of storms moving in around 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. And then after that, that rain really starts to break up or move off to our east. Now on Wednesday, there's a sliver of our area in the severe weather outlook. You'll notice a very small sliver. I'll actually zoom that in here so you can see it better. When Natchitoches, Sabine Parish at a marginal risk level 1 out of 5. Then more of our area is included in the threat for stronger storms on Thursday, but it does stay on the lower end. You'll notice rain chances here next several days going to be elevated, especially Wednesday night through Friday. The chance for scattered storms remains on Saturday, followed by those rain chances starting to drop off for Sunday and Monday. Maybe some more isolated activity working its way back into the mix by the time we get to next Tuesday. So I do want to give you the first alert mainly to that Wednesday night and Thursday time frame, especially Thursday after 6 a.m. as we could see some stronger storms. The tornado threat looking to be pretty low, not quite zero though. Hail and damaging winds will be the primary threat with the strongest of the storms. We'll walk through extended Futurecast here on Friday during the evening hours. We've got some more rain moving through. You'll see rain there also in the area on Saturday afternoon before we start to dry out going into Sunday and Monday. Here's that severe weather outlook for central Louisiana on Thursday. Again, most of the area in dark green under a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk. Again, we could see a strong storm or two capable of producing some gusty winds or some hail. So we'll be watching that pretty closely, but we're going to get a check of that First Alert 7-day forecast. Definitely enjoy Sunday and Monday while you can, and you'll want those umbrellas close by as we go through the rest of the week.
So that was pretty interesting about that bird migration. Do you have a favorite bird?
I actually do not, but I always love a cardinal. Those are ones that I like to see, and I know we see them a bit around here, but I don't get to see them that frequently, so it's always a special treat.
Pretty interesting. Thanks, Jake.